strait-flex continues to introduce solutions that make drywall finishing more efficient and economical. PanelFlex is made of the same lightweight, durable, bendable material as many other strait-flex products, and that means the striking designs you see here are created by just caulking and sticking PanelFlex into place. That's right, your eyes tell you these exciting designs were created from wood. But unlike wood, PanelFlex is extremely easy to use. Eye-catching applications can be created entirely from drywall and PanelFlex, no carpentry and no fasteners required. We can even combine PanelFlex with wood to create a stunning variety of unique, custom fabricated patterns and designs. In fact, the only limit to what can be done with PanelFlex may be one's imagination. And guess what? PanelFlex is far more cost-effective and far less labor-intensive to use than wood. In fact, the overall cost is about a third of what one would normally need to spend. PanelFlex takes paint perfectly, and if you bump it, it bounces right back into shape. Once one gets comfortable with PanelFlex, they never want to try anything else. And that's how easy it is to use. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let's have Jim Deacon show you what I mean.
PanelFlex is available in 8-foot or 10-foot lengths. Each case of PanelFlex contains 500 linear feet, enough, for example, to create 25 5-foot by 5-foot wall panels, if that's what you want to do. Backer blocks for 90-degree corners are available in case lots of 100. These form-fitted, hard plastic inside and outside corners are used to build your panels and moldings, and they hold your corner seams tightly in place. You may also need these form-fitted splice blocks, available 100 to the case. They're used to combine strips in long-run applications like baseboards or crown moldings. Included with your PanelFlex product are these two 20-inch wood backer blocks. They're used to cut PanelFlex using your miter box. Oh, and hey, look at this. It's a specially designed, form-fitting caulking nozzle. Just slip it over the existing nozzle, load your caulk gun, and you're ready to go. The nozzle puts the caulk precisely where it's supposed to go, away from the panel's edge, so you practically never get spillage outside the seam. PanelFlex even comes with 20 of these handy push pins like you'd find in a 5 and dime or an office supply store. Every once in a while, in certain applications like ceilings or with uneven surfaces, you may need to close an edge to make sure the PanelFlex sits perfectly flat. In these instances, just use a push pin to tack the edge of the PanelFlex to the drywall surface until the caulk dries. Plus, like practically all strait-flex products, PanelFlex is flexible. It conforms to the surface where it's applied, so you spend little or no time filling gaps or correcting for inconsistencies. No skim coating and no edge caulking required. Okay, now one item you're going to need is a miter box for cutting your PanelFlex strips. We recommend a 10-inch miter box like this one with a 200-tooth plywood blade. You can also use a 100-tooth carbide blade and cut more slowly, or mount it backwards and that'll work too. Now, the first time you get set up, you'll want to secure the wood backer block to the back of your miter box using the two-way tape provided. That'll serve as a guide for the PanelFlex strips, making it quick and easy to get the cuts you need. You can also use the backer block at the back of the miter box when cutting PanelFlex for chair rail applications. You'll also need some high-quality spray contact cement like 3M High Strength 90 or Trimtex. That's used to stick the PanelFlex to the corner blocks or splice blocks when you assemble your panels and moldings. Finally, strait-flex makes a custom-designed PanelFlex roller, specially formed to put pressure on the internal caulk lines. It's great for large commercial applications with hundreds of panels and moldings. Now, over here, I've set up my work table. A couple of sawhorses with a sheet of plywood or drywall on top. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is get my contact cement and spray the corner blocks. Now, to make sure I get all the angles coated, I'll turn the blocks and spray them again. And remember, if I'm doing multiple panels that are the same size, I'll want to spray up to 8 corner blocks at a time, 4 for each panel. That's because the glue needs a few minutes to set up, so these blocks can be drying while I come over here and spray the panel strips. And remember, I'll need to be sure to spray both ends. After the glue sets up, I simply attach the PanelFlex strips to the corner blocks, one at a time, to assemble the finished product. Once the panel's been assembled, use the special nozzle to apply a bead of caulk to the back side of the panel. Once the strips are caulked, use a caulking gun with a standard nozzle to apply a bead of caulk to the corner blocks themselves. Now, when you go to apply the finished panel, we suggest that you snap a chalk line. This helps to be sure that each panel is perfectly squared up. Set the finished panel into place and stick it down with your fingers. No edges to caulk, no nail holes to fill, and that's going to save you some time. Notice too that when the PanelFlex is in place, practically the entire strip is supported by the drywall. This means that even though PanelFlex is designed to be thin and flexible, once it's on the wall, it's durable and strong. Finally, just paint right over the PanelFlex, which actually helps adhere the edge of the panel to the wall, just like when you paint a window shut, except in this case, it's a good thing.
Now let's take a few minutes to look at some other fantastic applications you can create quickly, easily, and cost-effectively using PanelFlex. How about crown moldings or baseboards? Something this unique usually requires custom fabrication and a finish carpenter, but not with PanelFlex. Using half-inch drywall, you can easily recreate the stunning look of 12-inch baseboards found in expensive, historic homes. So if you're rehabbing old construction, or if you want to beautify new construction, you can do it with PanelFlex for a fraction of what it would cost you with wood. PanelFlex is especially impressive in formal hallways like those found in hotels and office buildings. Here, the owner used wood to create an imposing first impression for guests, clients, and customers. Why not use PanelFlex at a fraction of the price? And take a look at this ceiling created with drywall and PanelFlex. What does this say to visitors about a business or private resident? Here we are again in this room full of PanelFlex. Yes, it's the same room that you've seen throughout this video. Everywhere you look, you can see creative examples of how to use this product. Look at these door and window casings, recessed panels, raised panels for both ceilings and walls. That's all we have. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about all the strait-flex products, go to strait-flex.com.